On here says part of a duology, so you have another one for this series.
Yep.
And then, do you have more books in this world? Is this something you
Oh,
want to
yep.
continue? Yeah.
Yeah, there are other things coming up in this world. I'm getting some interesting feedback now from readers about characters that they would like to see have their own stories. So that's always a possibility. The duology will wrap up the current goings on Iona, but there is still this whole other world. I'm also working on a series of short stories that are set in this world that involve some overlapping characters from the novels.
Mhm.
And so there's a lot of potential stuff to come out of this particular world. We might even branch off and follow a different set of characters in a different adventure and show how they get to, some of the main places. Meridian Station plays a big role in the second book, and it's a space station that's kind of
Mhm.
a way station in between different parts of this galaxy. And some of my characters wind up there, and I think it would be interesting to kind of explore how they got there, why they would choose to give up the life that they had on their home world
Mhm.
and choose to live on a space station. So lots of different options there. And of course, I also have like novels in other genres that are going to. I have a fantasy novel that I think is probably going to be, well, it's a alt historical time travel novel that
Okay.
I've had a lot of trad pub interest in. So that may be the one that takes me over to that gets me over to trad. But there's also a bunch of other science fiction premises bumping around in my head. So lots of
Yeah.
things potentially coming down the pipe.
My brother writes too, and so he's kind of the person I talk to a lot about when I write. And he asked me once, he's like, "So do you have like other ideas?" So I was like, "No, I pretty much have this one world. Like that's all I got. Like I have a million ideas in this one
In
world,
this
but
world.
like I have no other worlds. Like this is all I got." So, but I talked to someone not too long ago that everything for them they just think in like standalone books and they're not
Mm.
connected and there's but like that's it. And you know it's just so interesting how everyone's creativity is so different.
It is really different. And I think one of the issues is going back and kind of redoing the world building. I've gotten so used to living in this world, it's a little bit hard for me to think outside of it now. So
Hmm.
when I start writing something that's a science fiction based piece, my brain immediately goes to the things that I know about this world instead of creating something different.
Hmm.
And I don't think that's necessarily a good thing. I mean, I would like to branch out and do, some other things, and maybe I will if I have time. It's
Hmm.
time. Time is everything. What?
Time is everything.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And and it's really amazing how things can just throw your creativity off altogether. Like the whole situation dealing with a sick cat, that's just kind of like taking up a big chunk of my brain. Letters from the IRS saying, "Oh, we didn't get this payment that you sent."
Hmm.
Ugh.
I never anytime I get a letter from the IRS you just go who. You know, even if it's a good one you still kind of
It's like,
you know
wait, what? What did
yeah.
I do?